Today we are on the hunt at Goodwill for some home decor to style my glass-fronted console table. I'm going to show you what I bought and how I style it. Hey there everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Lisa. We are headed into Goodwill. I made a couple of trips in. You can see the shelves were very bare. I did manage to find some great stuff to decorate my recent purchase of my glass-fronted console table. We had given our oldest son our TV console table for his home when he moved out and got married, and replaced it with a more decorative glass-fronted console. So now I get to decorate it and make it look pretty. And while the shelves at the Goodwill I shop at were pretty sparse, they did have a lot of these rose snow globes. I have never seen anything quite like this, but there were a lot of them and they were $10 each. I don't know if these were from a wedding centerpiece or a florist or something that donated them, but there were plenty to choose from. That is definitely not the look I was going for here in my TV console table. I am looking for older, more vintage looking items I can DIY, like this picture frame, and I did end up purchasing these and did not use them in this console, but I have them coming up in a future video that I'm going to do some DIYs on, so be on the lookout for that. I'm looking for darker, moodier pieces that I can intersperse in with decor that I already own. I loved this pedestal dish, but it was just not really the right look that I was going for this particular decorating project. And I don't know why it was marked as Christmas decor, because it is clearly very spring. There are some great things to see and look at the thrift store, and I like to show y'all different things just to spark your creativity and show you what I have and prices are where I live here in Texas. I remember pieces like this little finial on the stick from the 90s and early 2000s. You can mix pieces like this in with your other decor to create layers and dimension in your decorating and styling. Dishware like this bowl is a very nice staple to have in your home decor. You can stack them and layer them, make arrangements in them. Again, some more of those rose snow globes. I told you there were plenty to choose from. I love decanters, and I have a collection of them. I love to gift them with bath salts. This one was $7.99. It had a nice wooden stopper in it. The cut glass on it was very pretty. I guess it was marked the 25th for maybe an anniversary. I did end up leaving that behind, but I did buy this little gold planter to use in my entryway spring decorating. You'll see that very soon. This was a really pretty crystal candlestick. Again, not what I was looking for, but this treasure box was beautiful. It has like a faux leather finish on it, and the color, I think it's coming off a little more orange on camera, but it is going to look great in my console table, so it definitely came home with me. This was a very interesting dish, and I liked the color of it. It was $6.99, but it was too wide to fit in my console. So I left it at the Goodwill on this day because I did not have an immediate idea of where else to style it in my home. There are so many things I wished I could save and bring home with me, but I have to be very selective. I do not resell. I just buy for my own personal home decorating. And so I just have to be very careful not to over purchase and bring things home that I cannot use. Like I said at the beginning, this was the combination of a couple of trips to Goodwill, and I ended up finding some things not only for this TV console decorating, but a few things for future videos. So that is a win in my book. I spent after tax $17.26. And now we get to pull everything together and decorate my beautiful new console table. I purchased this on Amazon. I will have it linked down in the description box in case you are interested. It is a very nice combination of a lighter faux wood with this darker faux wood on the side, which actually matches my leather sectional. The gold hardware is coming off a little brassy. It is not quite that color in person. I love that detail. It has adjustable shelves. My husband did add this LED lighting for me. It was kind of dark here in these shelves, so this lighting is adjustable. You can change the color, make it brighter, make it warmer, cooler. I will have those lights linked for you as well if I can get that from my husband. The doors have soft close hinges, which make it nice so they don't accidentally slam. Overall, a very well constructed piece of furniture that was pretty budget friendly. You do have to build it yourself, but my husband was able to do that with no problems for me. And now I have all this beautiful display space that I can start adding my thrifted treasures to. I thrifted this white salad bowl last spring. It was, I believe, $8.99 from Goodwill. Take your dishes out of the kitchen, use them to style in the rest of your home. They make wonderful pieces as decor. These are Fitz and Floyd King Charles Spaniel bookends. I thrifted these probably 22 years ago and I love this little set of bookends. So I definitely want to display them here in my console table. I have a thrifted book and then this little arched mirror I picked up at the Walmart dollar spot. It was $5. I have a pair of these oil paintings that you will see displayed here on this shelf and then on the other side. Again, something I've had for many, many years. When you buy things you truly love, you will not find the need to replace them as often. This landscape print, though, is newer. I purchased it off of Amazon. Mixing the two together creates that curated look of old and new. I love using books with pretty decorative covers to decorate with. Reader Digest books are perfect for that. A lot of the stories are really good too, but I like them for the cover. You can use them in your displays in so many ways. You can use them for risers, stack them, lean them, mix them, different sizes. Books are a great thing to thrift too. You can find them for very cheap at thrift stores. Look for the covers, take dust jackets off of them. That is the paper cover, and see what the hardback book looks like and use that to display. My favorite thing is when I can find old and vintage books. I also have some antique books that I decorate with around my home. I'm now going to move back down to this bottom shelf and that white bowl. I am going to create a little arrangement in it using this faux ivy stem that I have. This ivy is a perfect spring and summer floral to use. It just screams sunshine and warm days. And then these beautiful soft white peony flowers, I am just tucking them in that ivy. This is going to create a beautiful arrangement and bring some lightness to this dark cabinet. It's perfect for spring. This type of arrangement is so easy to switch out since the ivy is what is kind of holding all of the flowers together. You don't have to worry about floral foam and all of that. I believe I found these flowers on Amazon. I cannot quite remember. I've had them a while, but I love to thrift flowers as well. So look at the thrift store for flowers for your arrangements and centerpieces. This thrifted find is going to make some of you cry because I did not strip and restain it. The other half of you are going to be delighted and thrilled that I left it as is. I shared it in a recent spring thrifting video and it was a pretty much 50-50 split on if I should make this bowl over or not, but in this space I think it works as is. Adding a few of my thrifted brass candlesticks for some height. It is all about depth and layers and textures when you're styling your shelves. Back up on the top shelf, I am adding that new faux leather box that I purchased on my most recent thrifting trip. The color works beautifully with that wooden bowl, and that's why I decided to leave them as is for now. We're now moving to the other side of the console. I'm going to start by layering the Spode cake plate in the back on a plate stand. This plate stand causes the picture or plate or whatever you display to lay kind of far back. So I'm just going to take this paper bowl, place it behind my cake plate, and this will help it to stand more upright so you can see it from the front of the cabinet. I thrifted this Spode cake stand probably 19 years ago. It has been in my china cabinet and I am relocating it here so I can enjoy it every day. This gold tray is going to help anchor some decor down that I'll place on it here in just a minute. It's going to add layers and textures, as will this wicker basket that I'm going to put on the bottom shelf. This is a great way if you need to conceal items in open shelving like this. I already told you how I love to decorate with books. This one is very special and very dear to me. My dad gifted it to her. She was an English teacher. She loved all kinds of literature and poetry. So this has a place of honor here in my console cabinet so that I can admire it and think of my mom every day. Along with the wicker basket, this greenery is going to help conceal some coasters that I don't use very often but need within reach here in my family room. So I'm going to tuck the greenery in as well as the coasters. Again, a great way to hide remotes, cords, and other things you might need accessible but not out. I thrifted this silver pedestal bowl at an estate sale. I shared it in a recent video that I will link. It was $15 from that estate sale. It polished up and looks beautiful. I love mixing metals. Don't be afraid to mix gold and silver when you're decorating. I have these thrifted books and I just love the spine of the gold book. I have used it since my Christmas decorating when I shared it. Beautiful book that I am in love with. I'm now going to use a couple of vases to bring over those lighter tones that I used in the other side of this console table. I'm placing a vase up here on the top shelf and another little vase with these double handles here in the basket. The small vase is something I picked up from Target. This larger vase I got at Hobby Lobby last January when they had their big 75% off sale. In this little jar with the initial, I have some sand that we collected from a beach trip, and looking at it reminds me of those memories of family vacations when my kids were little. I have some faux floral stems. I just have bent the stem back so that it is shorter. I'm going to put it in this vase here on the top shelf and then fluff them out. The key is to bend and fluff your faux greenery and faux flowers so it looks a tad more realistic. These floral stems are also going to help soften all of the harsh lines created by the other decor that is here in this console cabinet. This cute little spring bird was thrifted last year, and here is that other oil painting that came in the set those many years ago. I still want to find some little blocks or something to raise it up a little bit here in the back, but for now this will work. The candle stand came from Kirkland's. I gifted it to myself last January on my birthday month when I had a coupon and it was on sale. On top of that, one of my favorite battery-powered pillar candles. I also have this little trinket box that I got at a garage sale back in late summer. It is very detailed and beautiful with its gold design. And then you can see that ceramic quail that I picked up for $3.99 from Goodwill in my most recent trip that I shared in the beginning of the video. I'm adding some moss balls to my silver pedestal bowl. These I have had for ages. I can't even tell you where I got them. I am so glad that you went thrifting with me to get decor to decorate this console table. I hope you have enjoyed everything I've shared with you today. I hope I have given you new inspiration and ideas for your spring thrifting and decorating. If you enjoyed the video, I always appreciate that thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe, come back for the next video, and join us for more fun adventures around my home. I have more thrifting, spring decorating, home decor, homemaking planned, so that is all headed your way very soon. Until then, have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you again real soon.